welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is going to be a reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising positions for the week of November the 8th to November 14th. So let's get started and see what messages and major themes we have for Leo as they move through their week. 3 cards. New beginnings, great. Healing chaos, okay. And freedom, fantastic. Fantastic, Leo. This is great. This looks like you are going to be moving through a healing energy to bring in new beginnings and freedom. Okay, this is, but this healing chaos here is it can bring in, it is a bit of a storm, right? So it can bring in things that need healing. And as things come up that need healing, sometimes it can feel a little unpleasant. Okay, so hang in there, but know that new beginnings and freedom are on the way. But that there may be something coming in here that needs healing. Something will come up maybe to catalyze that situation. The idea here, Leo, is that there's a new beginning that could come from healing something, but not healing is not always easy. It's rarely easy. But worth it. This idea of going through a healing to achieve a new beginning, it excites me for you, but I'm also sort of feeling like, hang in there, sort of saying, hang in there, Leo, because you will achieve freedom through this new beginning, but it will come through chaos. So something might shift in your life that will allow you to heal something that requires healing, and it will bring in a new beginning with some freedom here. And I love seeing the imagery of the sky in all 3 cards. And the reason I say that it might be a little unpleasant at first is because when you look at these cards, look at the changing view of that sky. It goes from being very dark with pink and beautiful. If you notice, there's butterflies floating around that tornado to show you that transformation will be the result of this storm. So there could be a storm coming here, Leo, to help you clear some of this chaos. So that, look at this beautiful, beautiful sunny, it kind of looks like a sunrise, but it's just gorgeous. So it's a new day. It's a new beginning for you after this storm. It's actually very beautiful to see these 2 cards next to each other. And then there you go, flying in freedom. So I feel like it could go from being kind of chaotic to being very, very liberated and new, right? Let's jump into the tarot cards here to see what other information, what messages can we offer Leo as they are going through this stormy period for the purpose of healing and this new beginning coming through here. Okay. Yeah, new beginning for sure. And it is coming to you from something that was very secure. So what's on the top of your mind right now, Leo, is your security in this 3D world. So the places you feel secure and the belonging you have in this world. So it's very interesting to see here. Your top of mind right now is this 10 of Pentacles, which is a situation where you have achieved sort of a very solid commitment, and there's almost this permanent sense of security. And I feel like this is where you're going to experience the shift. This healing chaos is going to come in here through a shift in something that is very secure right now. And that's why it might feel turbulent, like a storm, because it's going to sort of take something that feels very secure and it's going to change. It's going to shift. There's going to be a storm around something that feels very secure right now in your life. And there will be a new beginning. Definitely. I see it right here in this Ace of Pentacles, which is driving your reading. Now it is in reverse, which suggests to me that it's going to come from challenge. Like I was saying earlier, this this shift is going to occur to give you a new beginning, but it's going to come from a position of challenge. So whatever is shifting is going to create a challenge for you, which is going to create that new beginning. Okay, but it's not upright, so it's not going to be a situation that feels like it just came out of nowhere. It's not out of nowhere. It's going to shift something that feels secure to you. So that's why this ace is in reverse. So when you look at what's happening right now for you, it's this idea that you keep looking over your shoulder, and it's interesting, and the thing sort of creating an obstacle for you in the present day, I think, is this idea that you're trying to evaluate something. You're trying to understand whether or not it makes sense for you to sort of look over your shoulder and to be a little bit like leery of the people around you. Okay, I feel like you've got the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck, so I really feel like there is something that is still behind the veil, something that you haven't tapped into, because this High Priestess on the bottom of the deck really says to me that you're moving through something that is unknown to you, but I think you can feel it. On some level, you can feel it, and on some level, you're already sort of like, you've decided that it's going to be difficult if this happens, right? Like, I feel like, honestly, Leo, it feels like this might just be for a few of you out there, but I feel like for some of you, there's something in your relationship that's going to shift. There is something in your relationship that's going to shift, and I think you feel it, but you there's nothing to give you any evidence of it just yet, but you feel it. You feel it. And your recent past has been sort of challenging. Okay, I would say probably for some time I'm feeling that you've had sort of a difficult time in the recent past, and maybe even more than just recent, and it's always sort of felt like difficult. When I see the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, to me that feels like a situation where it hasn't been smooth. It's been rocky. It's been a rocky road up until this point. And when you think about this relationship in your mind and you think about it shifting, even though the road has been rocky, I think you've developed a bit of a codependency on this person. So when you imagine your life without them, it feels like a nightmare because you have heavily relied on this person. You've heavily relied on this person. And your new beginning might be without this person, Leo. So if your new beginning is without this person, I feel like you're feeling insecure about that. You worry about that. You might not really find the experience of this relationship to be smooth. It's been a bit of a rocky road, but the idea of sort of moving forward without this person scares you a bit. And you have some anxiety about perhaps maybe this person held most of the control in the dynamic. Maybe they made a lot of the decisions. Maybe you felt like they were the ones sort of taking care of business. They were taking care of everything. And now if they're not there, for whatever reason, you're sort of feeling insecure about being the one holding all the responsibility. And I feel like your inner dialogue it's beautiful here. It's the Empress. I wonder if I'm reading for someone who's an artist or a creator or someone who's looking to start a family. But I feel like when I see the Empress in this position, that makes me think that what's on your mind right now is how are you going to create going forward? How are you going to create going forward as you start a brand new path? This is your new beginning right here. And I really think that you are going to truly be doing something very different than what you're doing now. Your life is going to change dramatically. And it might not happen this week, but this is the beginning of this. This is the beginning of this energy coming in for you. And it's interesting because we sort of saw something similar to this in Leo's last weekly reading. Now, the reason I sort of emphasize the idea that this could be about a relationship is because of these two cards, the Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers. So I feel like your biggest fear is being vulnerable, but at the same time, you also rely on this individual for security. So it's tricky. That's probably why this Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, is that you've been in a scenario or a relationship that you've relied on this person immensely for your security and your strength, and to basically, I feel like it's very codependent. They take care of a lot of stuff. And so, but at the same time, it's almost like, you know, do you choose to want to continue with this? Maybe it's you that's going to decide this is no longer suited for you. I feel like because this lands in a position of your sort of your hopes and your fears, that makes me think that you want this kind of connection, but you fear the vulnerability that comes with it, and that might have been a theme in the relationship the whole time. That might have been the theme in the relationship the whole time. And it's really interesting to see that the outcome card here for you is the Three of Cups, which tells me that you're going to be relying on your friends, the people other than this individual, the people closest to you, your friends. I'm sorry to be the one to deliver this message, Leo, but I feel like a relationship that is very secure is coming to an end, and it's going to involve a lot of healing afterwards, but then you are going to have a new beginning here, and you're going to find comfort with your friends. You're going to find security and freedom by sort of moving away from the energy of this relationship, this dynamic, and starting again with this Fool card and this Ace of Pentacles. And again, I feel like that Ace of Pentacles is in reverse because of the challenge that this situation is going to bring initially, but that ultimately you are going to be set free. And again, if you check out the Leo reading from last week, it had to do with the same sort of theme of achieving freedom. And I think that is indeed what's happening. And on some level, I feel like you know this, because we see that High Priestess card on the bottom of the deck, which says to me that on some level, you might be feeling this on some level and fearing it. I think that you're feeling it and fearing it, right? You're worried, what will that look like? But a part of you, again, with that Lover's card, is thinking, well, maybe I can finally be vulnerable now. You know, maybe I can finally be me. Maybe I can be free to be myself now. Because something in this relationship, although it was providing you a lot of security and reassurance, and it was also sort of limiting something for you, wasn't it? It was limiting something for you. Okay. Rebirth. Wow, it couldn't be more perfect. This is the card you got, Leo. Rebirth. I'll read it to you. Honor natural cycles. Balance giving and receiving. Respect nature's intelligence. You are in rhythm with life. Move your body, dance. So I feel like you are being guided here to a new beginning, a rebirth, where you are going to be needing to sort of become in rhythm with your life from the beginning again, because this has been a presence in your life for a long time. This, I feel like, has been a long-standing scenario in your life. And so it's almost hard for you to imagine your life without this person, which is, I think, why it becomes a nightmare a little bit. But once you heal from that chaos, once you heal from the chaos of this relationship, sort of, I think, coming to an end, you're going to have a new beginning. And you're going to feel free. It's a beautiful time, but it will come through a challenge. There will be challenge to start over, and some healing will be required. But I feel like ultimately, once that is, you know, underway, that you're going to be feeling really free, and that you get to start over with this Fool card here and the Ace of Pentacles and the new beginnings. Yeah, and that your friends are going to play a really important role in being your support. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it at that for you, Leo. If this has resonated and you would like a personal reading, my email's in the description below. And as always, thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and watching. And we'll see you again very soon for another reading. Sending you lots of love and light, my friends. Take care.